Hola and welcome to Daily Portuguese.
This is podcast about Portuguese
Maybe I'm wrong.
language and Portuguese culture.
I'm never wrong.
And with that accent that Dulcidio makes
never wrong.
mistakes, today we want to talk about alcohol.
Alcohol.
Well, it's January, but it's not like we are celebrating a dry January with topic about alcohol. But
Where did dry January come from?
I don't know, I guess after all the drinking after Christmas and New Year's Eve, people just want to,
So it should be
feel
the
better about
diet
themselves.
January, not that drink. Okay.
Well, a lot of people also start diet.
Yes, they lost.
Because, it's like the best month, I guess, to skip alcohol.
Yeah, well, it's the best month people to start something and quit on them.
It is, but it's the worst month to start anything.
It is?
Well, do you feel like doing anything new and having all of those, where you can barely make your energy working for normal living because you have like 8 hours of
no.
barely any sun? Then how you have energy to, go to the gym? Or lose weight.
I actually think that the best month, I'm going to continue talking and disappear from the screens. The best month to start something, it is actually
March.
I was going to say before summer or after summer. Because you kind of rest a bit during the summer and then you can come back full of energy after summer and continue your life journey.
Well, I do think that September is nice time to start things. So by the time that you have less sun,
because you can make them
and it
together
hits
with
your
kids.
body, because what?
You can make it together with their kids. They start school and you start something.
Well, some parents would, But yes, I still think that it's a nice month to start something, and then spring, which is like the natural season for people to have more energy and new kind of motivation also before summer and stuff.
And with that
yes, actually for me, more naturally to set any goals or plans, it's August to make the plans, like maybe not starting the 1st of September, but in general this September feels like a new start for me. And I plan stuff to make like until until next summer.
So just to not
dry
talk
January.
about alcohol, let's also learn a few words. Trying to get some position more comfortable. So when we toast,
Yes.
we have a few things that we can say in Portuguese. We can say saúde.
So
It means cheers to the health.
well, that's what you translated to, but it means to health. For health?
For health.
May we all be healthy.
Yes.
Funny that you celebrate that with a glass of alcohol, but okay.
Well, you drink a bit of poison and say, haha, still alive. I don't know. The second one is a nossa.
A nossa.
To
us.
To us, to ours.
Yeah.
Well,
but I
nossa,
think
yes.
the translation would be like for us.
For
to
us. And the last one is, last one is not a toast, but sometimes we say that que as nossas nunca fiquem viúvas. So that ours, referring women, never get...
never become widows.
Then never become widows, exactly. So those are a few things. And with that, we finish all that you can learn about Portuguese language. And we go back to the culture. So I was pulling some numbers.
Yeah, because the thing is that alcohol is connected so tightly with daily life in Portugal.
It is. So
it's like I would say that this is the thing that the Portuguese nation connects above all, even above football, which I really think because like all the people can drink alcohol together. And there is no problem who chooses what alcohol. But with football, not everyone follows it. That's one. But the second one is that, there are different teams and people don't like each other and stuff. Okay, the only thing that people fight about alcohol is the Superbog versus the other one that we don't care about.
Yeah.
Or that.
Well, yeah. So,
okay, fine.
So, after a small research, Portugal is country number 1 in the world with most wine consumption.
Yeah.
So
per head.
actually, then I checked later. Portuguese people drink around 52 liters of wine per capita. In second place is Italy
Yeah.
with 46, so it's quite a difference. We have few bottles extra, and then it's French people. So what does this 52 liters mean?
Well,
It
we
means,
counted that.
Yeah, around 70 bottles.
Yes, around 70 bottles. And then if you divide it into glasses, of course, I know that, it's not the 150 milliliters glass of restaurant counts, but like a normal regular glass, which...
Yes, it's around a glass of wine per
like,
day.
I think we had,
2.5 bottles per week.
yes.
Yes. So, with that say,
No, so that's more than one glass.
okay.
Because that means it's 2.5, so it's almost 2 liters. If a glass has 200 milliliters, like that's what I
You really
want
went
my
into
glass.
the counts on this, like
No. No, because I hate when you go to the restaurant or to any place and they pour you this 150 milliliters of wine.
Yes.
What is that?
But the same as you don't like when they fill up your glass because you look like an alcoholic, but you will.
Yeah,
drink.
okay, but they, also like some places have these huge glasses and then they pour you the 150
For
milliliters
the
and it's like a
wine
joke.
to breathe, to have oxygen.
Yeah, but
I don't
okay.
know. I don't know.
So yeah, anyway, it's more like 2 glasses. So maybe it's 2 glasses of 150 milliliters.
Or maybe it's
per
a
day
person
then.
that just, doesn't drink for 9 months and then spends 3 months drinking all the bottles at like.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in Portugal.
I know. But maybe.
But anyways, yes, that's like 2 glasses per day.
With that being said, there's only 4% of alcoholism in Portugal.
Yeah, that's for sure
Declared.
underestimated
Well,
counts.
I'm
I
actually,
don't believe that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but after so many years in Portugal, that's a no.
Well, yeah, probably.
But
So-
also, because you said once that your students said that they feel like alcohol is everywhere all the time and stuff.
because it is.
It is, yes, but I feel
Maria,
like
when you
that
land in Porto,
yes,
what is the first thing that says welcome?
Superbog.
Exactly.
And then on the arrivals, when you go out, you have usually Mateusz Rosé.
Yes.
Well, now it's some other wine, but yes, it's always beer there and.
And on the way to the airport, there's an avenue. You know what avenue I'm talking about? Before North Shopping, that the division between the cars that go to one side and the other side
Yes.
is beer publicity
Or Beirão.
or beer.
So, but I think that when you're a tourist, you see more of this alcohol. Because, of course, they
Well,
want to sell you as much as possible.
And
because
also you
then
see what you don't
tip
see in your
better and
country.
Stuff. Yes, but also, no, what I want to say that even in the touristic places, the alcohol is much more visible for me than in the family, even though your family drinks wine to almost every meal, depends
Yes.
who and...
My grandma, 96 years old, drinks a glass of wine or two every meal.
Yeah,
That's why she's still alive, 96.
for sure.
The
That's why.
alcohol preserves, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just a theory. But let's talk about few rules about drinking in Portugal. Because I actually haven't checked, but okay, doesn't matter. The rule number one is that you always drink with food.
That's so true.
You don't go and you don't grab a glass and walk around with a glass around the house.
No, like
The
you
only
don't.
the unacceptable, there's only two things that you can accept: wine or beer without being eating. And you can have a glass of wine while you're cooking dinner. Or you can
but that's still connected with food.
or you can have beers while you're making a grill, a barbecue.
But still connected to food.
I know, but you're not
okay,
eating yet.
I would say it's only one. It's only one. It's beer during the summer, where people just replace a glass of water with a small
Maybe
bottle
some people
of beer.
are convinced that they'll get more, I don't know, hydrated through beer.
Yes, and also I think that a lot of people don't consider beer an alcohol.
But that's the same history that some people, instead of saying bolo, they say bolinho because it might have less calories.
Yes.
But
But yes, in general, besides that, you only drink associated, accompanied by a meal, or I mean,
Yes.
the glass of wine is the meal is accompanied by the glass of wine.
Yes. What is the second one? So always with food, and the second one is never alone.
That is true.
It's alcohol. It's a very social thing in Portugal.
Yes, and connected with that is smoking cigarettes. Like, at least with our friends, there used to be a lot of people that don't smoke on a daily basis, but every time we went out, they had a cigarette.
My cousin,
now
when he gets
maybe
drunk.
it's in English, your family can hear.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, they just pretend.
Oh, they just. I
know,
think
of
my
course,
family is like, oh,
just
let me
kidding.
see.
But now with the e-cigarettes and all the different, whatever rainbow of different type of tobacco and smoking stuff, but I feel like that's how it used to be. Like,
Yes.
you only smoked, or only a lot of people smoked only with friends because they had few glasses of,
It's
of
it's
some
the
alcohol.
weekend smokers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, a few rules that you should know about how we work, and I was reading that not a long time ago. So Portugal is getting a bit more strict about drinking in public.
Yeah, but still, like, you
still-
cannot compare to Poland,
yes,
for example.
no, you can.
Where
or other
we can't
countries.
drink. You can drink only in the restaurants or in the Esplanada?
Esplanada, yes, the beer gardens, yes.
Yes. In Poland. And often it happened to me that I saw actually police giving tickets for drinking outside of that, like drinking on the street, carrying an open bottle of beer or something. Well, we have this, like, if you see some alcoholics on the streets, they usually had the, brown bag covering the alcohol, or the kids, teenagers.
Actually,
whatever.
Polish people have this way of walking that they can hide a beer on his hand, and they are walking and hiding a can. I don't know. This is a magic
Yeah.
trick.
So that's very often, unlike in Portugal,
Yes,
where
but
technically you cannot
you
do
can.
that.
But now the touristic places, the neighbors and
Now?
around, no, they are complaining about the noise that brings
okay.
the alcohol.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they are making these rules a bit tougher, so the people do not spend time. Because my social life was always outside. We always met friends outside. We always went for a drink outside.
Oh, like the night we met.
Exactly, and
That's
never
how my
inside.
friend took me, like, oh, we'll be just drinking on the street.
Yeah. So that is
And that is
becoming
very
harder.
popular. That's
yes.
very popular for students.
Yes, to go because it's cheap.
Of course, you buy beer in
So
a shop.
what I read is that now in Porto and Lisbon, because I'm talking of the most touristy places, they want to forbid to sell drinks to not be consumed on the establishment. So if you buy a beer in this bar, it's to drink inside of this bar and not go on the street with this. So
Yeah, but
but
when I'm
since-
thinking about a lot of bars in Porto, that's not like physically possible, because there is a lot of bars where you have just the bar, you have two tables,
yeah,
and they are made because they are selling beer to be, taken literally outside
yes,
and
yes.
sit on the whatever, some tables, chairs, if there are. But like, I'm thinking about Piolio, next to Piolio.
Yes.
Like, that's like a drinking garden.
But yeah,
basically.
because that was the students' place.
Oh, I just remembered about the beer that cost how much? 50 cents?
Maria,
50 cents for 0.2 beer, Super Bock.
for I don't know how it is right now because I don't live in Portugal, but each day of the week had a different promotion of alcohol on a different place. Mondays was always Ribeira, and it was €5, 2 liters of whatever drink you want. Whiskey cola, 2 liters. Vodka something, 2 liters. Caipirinha, 2 liters. So of course everybody will get drunk. Then on Thursdays on Wednesday it was in Dega Leonor beer for 50 cents. Then on Thursday there was a party on the Architecture University every Thursdays, and so on and so on. And I used to make that every week basically. But what I'm trying to say is that rules are changing and things
Yeah.
are changing. So probably you cannot do that anymore. But yeah, so the wine is still quite available everywhere in Portugal, and quite inexpensive, affordable, I would say.
Inexpensive, it's cheap. Come on.
Yeah, but
You can buy good wine in the Pingo Doce or, well, I'm thinking, I don't know, Pingo Doce.
we are not sponsored.
Unfortunately, but hello. This is, we're living in Poland where you have Biedronka. And the wine, like if I'm thinking about the wine I saw, I like last year, Christmas 2025, you have a good bottle of wine, maybe on promotion, but still below €2. Because in Mercadona you can get good Vinho Verde that I think is like 2.15.
Okay, I don't know.
But in general, the you can find such a nice wines that cost up to 3, 4, €5.
Yes.
Because above €5, 5,
It-
6, 7, it's already like a
Special occasion.
special occasion. A wine you take when you go
Somewhere,
to visit your friends.
See, yeah. So, having said that, we are still, we Portuguese people, drink a lot on a daily basis.
That's a lot of wine.
Yes.
Now when I'm thinking about it, because that includes also kids
Yes.
and the people that don't drink wine.
Yes.
So, assuming that half the country drinks alcohol,
There are
Maybe
people
more,
that probably drink a bottle of wine per day.
that is true. That must be that, I guess. But also, I guess it's
Well,
connected
I don't know.
with the
Well,
prices,
I also
no?
don't know where. Yes, I also because when you can buy wine that costs as much as a cola, then
Yeah.
it becomes like
Exactly.
I'm
And also
cutting
a
on
lot
sugar
of people-
and they just drink wine.
A lot of people make wine at home. Of course, not in
No.
Porto, in Lisbon, but no, come
In the
on.
villages, yes.
No, in the villages. And how many places like that are in Portugal? A lot.
Yes, yeah, but there's always we still have this very strong wine, alcohol-driven publicity and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So that also might have some effect on everything
Yeah.
that we see. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll have to investigate.
Oh, sorry.
Saúde.
Santinha.
Santinha can also be,
Tá?
but saúde also. So basically, that's it. Never drink alone.
Oh, that's it about the rules.
And no, the rule, yeah. But no, that always with food and never
Yeah.
alone. And now, for what I was reading the news, watch out where you drink, because some places are start to be more, They even wrote an article saying like your sunset beer can cause you a ticket.
Really?
Yes. So
So
don't
I
know
think
exactly.
now we are like, there are places which are accepted, yes, to drink wine. Like, for example, in Porto, there is this Jardim do Moro,
Yes.
which is very popular sunset
Place.
and I think it's allowed there
Well,
because
I think it's happening the same that happened in Holland. That the tourism was so weed related. They just put some rules that they want to have tourists that they go to Holland not just to smoke weed.
yeah,
And the same, probably, I'm just assuming out of nowhere, based on nothing. But it might be the thing that, sometimes they might make something to try to make the Portugal look better. I don't know.
well, I would think it's more about comfort of the people that live there.
Possible.
So they are just limiting places you can drink. Because back in the day, I remember you could, like, maybe you couldn't by law, but anyone would still drink anywhere during
Yes,
the day. Like,
yes.
I never heard or I never saw a policeman giving a ticket for drinking beer.
But you also
In the street.
You rarely see police giving a ticket for not
Anything, yes.
Yeah,
That's so true.
so that's very.
But since we are talking about police and stuff, so in Portugal also there is the alcohol limit is 0.5,
yes,
which is I think one of the highest in
Yeah?
Europe, to be
I don't
honest.
know. I don't know.
Because in Poland we have 0.2, which is basically almost nothing. Like you cannot drink a portion of alcohol for sure. And in Portugal, 0.5, of course, it depends on your body weight and height and how much you eat. But I think like this is a glass or two or beer
Yes.
or two with a meal, which shows how socially accepted is alcohol in this country.
Yeah, 0 to only applies to people with 3 years or less of driver's license, or people that have jobs related with
Professional
driving.
drivers,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. And
Which
so-
still I think 0.5 seems like too much. Well, of course, I never measured my alcohol, how I feel after what amount of alcohol. But come on, it's always limiting your cognitive function.
Yeah, possible. Some people think they drive better. Some people are like, no, after 3 beers I'm a better driver.
Well, you, back in the days,
Back in the days,
Before
I
Maria.
I never said that I drove better, but I drove under the influence.
no, but because we also talked about how the alcohol controlling the amount of alcohol by police is regular in Poland.
But in Portugal, there is regular controls, but they just circle some places. You know, if you go to the nightlife, every Friday or Saturday, I'm sure that there's some control. For example, where is the we call zone industrial, which the disco clubs were? There was always control. There was always. It was impossible to enter or go out of that place without control. I've never seen that.
So then you parked outside of that and you just...
You kind of.
I think, because that's how you used to drive. Like
Yeah.
even on Fridays you were partying with your friends.
Yes.
And you just...
But I knew the streets and stuff, and we also had this on Facebook that people were posting where the police is.
Yeah.
So we kind of knew exactly
The Google Maps of
Yes.
2008.
Yes, kind of, and we could kind of avoid it. I never got any ticket from alcohol. Yeah.
Well, in Poland nowadays the law is very strict in Poland, which I completely agree. I think you should never drink any amount of alcohol and drive. That's just irresponsible.
Yeah. So, well, for all the tourists that are going to Portugal, you should enjoy. You should go try the port
Well,
wine.
now with all the taxis and other
Yeah, and
drivers, it's so easy to just not
it
drink.
is easy. But for example, when I was a kid,
Not drink. I mean to
it
not,
was not
drive.
that cheap as nowadays to have taxi
Yeah.
to take you home.
Yeah.
And last time we went home by taxi, not because we were drinking, but because we were without car and tired. And I was like, it was €3. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Also, yeah, we cannot compare.
cheaper than a metro ticket to our house at least.
Yes, well, a metro
From city
ticket
center.
would be maybe 50, 60 cents cheaper. But you'd have to walk to the metro.
No, isn't a metro ticket now 150?
120 or 140.
I think the price.
And we paid
raised.
€3 something, so I don't know. So enjoy, never alone, never without food. And what else?
What else? We didn't mention the other alcohols, let's call it, like which is so popular in I don't know. I feel like Portugal is so famous for Vinho Porto.
Vinho do Porto.
Vinho
Yes.
do Porto, which is like, it is popular. I cannot say, but I wouldn't say that Portuguese people just drink it on a daily
No,
basis.
it's-
Every house in Portugal has Vinho do Porto. Like in
Yes.
Poland, every house I guess has vodka.
Yeah.
It's like this, statement bottle or whatever. But I feel it's more like a Christmas drink or I don't know.
It is
very
not a.
special
It's not a daily drink for sure.
occasion. No.
It's not a daily offer. It's still a good a good gift if someone gives
Oh, yeah.
you. Actually, a few days ago, I had the idea for us to buy few boxes of Porto from the year of our wedding. So we
Aw,
could
that
every
is
year.
such a nice idea.
Every year we could. On our wedding anniversary, we could
Drink a
just
full bottle.
not drink a full bottle. I don't drink alcohol, but I would have a sip with you.
Yeah. Yeah, so since we are talking about it, never get drunk with...
Or get drunk, because
You
you
need
know
the
you
bottle.
tell people never, and they're like, I'm gonna do it, and then you learn on it. It's called the scientific mode.
Yeah.
What you're doing is the theory mode. Let's go for the scientific, which is the practical one.
Mm-hmm.
Get drunk once in a lifetime, full bottle,
Ugh, no, don't do that.
and then share the experience with us.
Yes, of how what you had to go to ER?
No, like I made a cleansing after this.
Both ways.
Both ways.
No, that's really that's a glass, maybe two. Okay, I guess. But I really, because apparently, how you call it?
What?
The headache you have next day?
It's called the hangover.
Hangover, yes. It's very bad after Vinho do Porto
I've been there.
because it's very heavy alcohol,
It's not heavy.
And-
it's like only 20% alcohol.
but it has
But-
something to do with the fermentation, no?
Yeah,
That you
it
cut
does.
the
Yeah,
process and then it's just harder to digest. So, but I really recommend actually the cellars of port wine.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed all the trips. Actually, I want to go again. We almost went last time with our friends, but
Too late.
unfortunately, yes, it was too late. I didn't expect they would close so early.
It was
So-
Sunday.
Okay, that's also true. But I really recommend it. It's really nice, and most of those places make the wine tasting in the end.
Yeah, they all make wine tasting. In the
Yes,
end.
but nowadays you can choose without the wine tasting.
No, nowadays you can even choose with fado in the end. Fado and wine tasting.
No, father was there for a long time,
Okay.
since I remember at least.
Okay.
So yeah, and also like I thought about to talk about one of the funny stories I had when we started dating. We went to your friend, and he gave me this very strong alcohol called, now I don't remember, bagasso
Aguardiente.
or aguardiente, which is the water of life, yes. And it's mostly like alcohol made at home. Well, you can also buy it, but it's like I would say it's like this home.
It is
stuff.
still a brandy.
Yes, and he gave me the shot of this alcohol, and in Poland very popular is vodka, which you drink by just drinking one shot
One shot.
until the end. And so I thought that's how the drinking culture is also the same with the strong alcohols. But so when I made it, it all went out through my nose, and the guys were like, "What are you doing? You don't drink it like that."
Yeah.
It was very strong alcohol, very tasty though, because it has like it's made of the wine.
The grapes from the wine that were smashed after to make wine.
So it's very nice. Very nice. I mean, depends if you like the strong alcohol, but it has the nice flavors and notes of some different things. But you just sip it like whiskey or some other strong.
Yes.
So some other strong alcohol.
What happened to you?
I know I had the, like the shots you get sometimes in the
Okay.
neck. I need to make my Pilates. So yes, so like that's what I think about my experiencing of the Portuguese alcohol culture.
Yeah.
Like I would say it's very.
But I still say enjoy. See what the others
Yeah.
are doing and how they are doing, and just repeat. Not like Maria, but yes.
Yeah.
And it's a thing you can do because I have to go save the world,
You have to go save the world.
and you have to go pick up kids.
Ah, yes.
So, if you have any question regarding this subject, just leave a comment.
Yeah, but I think we mostly
everything.
covered that. So
Until next one.
yeah, bye.
Bye.